So this film is a remake of a renowned German film called Run Lola Run. The film stars Taapsee Pannu, one of my favorites, and the trailer for this film was fantastic. It has everything going for it. So does it become the film of the year or at least a contender for it? Let's find out. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we're talking about the latest Hindi film Looop Lapeta. Directed by Aakash Bhatia, he co-wrote the film with three more writers. As I said, it's based on the film Run Lola Run by Tom Tykwer, starring in the lead Taapsee Pannu and Tahir Raj Bhasin. Now straight off you have seen the trailer, it is an experimental film. It is very different visually as well as contextually, so it's not for everyone. If you're someone who watches different kind of genres, you will definitely enjoy this. Now the first thing I want to appreciate about the film is that from the start itself, they mentioned that it is a remake and they give credits to the film and the director at the start of the film, which is commendable because many don't do that. And that shows you that they are not remaking it for the sake of it, because it's a great story, let's make some money, but they want to pay homage to the original. And there are Easter eggs to the original in the film itself. So that only makes it stand apart than other remakes. Now I have not seen the original yet, so I don't know how much changes they made to the story. But one thing I can definitely say that they've adapted it in Goa very well. Because the film taking place in Goa becomes a character in itself. And no wonder one of the writers is from Goa. It looks like they have done a lot of research about the place. You get a different feel of Goa than we generally get in most movies, where it's very typical representation, oh they are just beaches, and very small minute details, in the sound design, in the music, the way the culture is depicted, all of that adds to it. And I'm not saying this is the best representation in any manner, because everyone has a different thought about it, it's very subjective, but at least in the context of the film it works really well. They have actually changed the first letter of the names of the places in Goa, and that was pretty interesting. And living in Goa for the last 12 years, I feel happy watching this. Now coming to the technical side, the film is fully stylized. You can see that in each and every frame of it. And the original was remarkable for that. They did something so different that no one had seen that before. And that's what this film also tried, to stand out in today's time. And personally for me, they definitely did that. I have not seen something like this done so good. It's technically brilliant. I cannot imagine the planning and the creativity went behind it making this film. It's just insane. From the editing, the split screen, the sound design, the sets, the costumes, the lighting, the camera angles, the camera movement. Every minute there's something new and different. And all of this never comes in the way of telling the story. That's very important. It doesn't become a gimmick. I'm not wondering why you're doing all of this. It's all adding to the narrative. There's this constant gag and visual representation of whenever the characters are saying 50 lakh, 50 lakh. You saw that in the trailer also, They're saying it again and again with different expressions and different emotions. Now coming to the story again, I don't know how much is taken from the original and how much changes they made. But the one thing the film really surprised me was making me feel emotional for the characters. Because it's a fun, entertaining film. It's very quirky. So you don't expect to be connected emotionally with the characters. But here I do connect with them. In the film there are three set of characters, and the main ones are Taapsee and Tahir's character. And I remember while watching, when these new characters were introduced, I was not really happy. I was feel like, will they do justice or are they just stand-in characters just for a gag or something? But by the end, each and every one of them get a whole story arc, which was incredible. We only get a backstory for Taapsee's character, that's it. For everyone else, there's no backstory, there's nothing. So how do you create depth for them, They'll be like one-tone characters, but they all have something going for them. And the way all their stories are stitched together into one is outstanding. So a big shout out to the original writing as well as the writing in this film. Because to adapt the story set in Germany to India is a different ball game altogether. That also requires a lot of work and creativity. It's not easy. At the end of the day, it's about how you are telling the story. And even if you can, recreate the original, that's also a big deal in itself. But this film stands on its own. That's the best thing about it. Now the loop thing is in the trailer itself, it's not a spoiler. And I love the fact that there's no science jargon behind all of this. Instead, they're using a Amar Chitrakatha narrative. And that's just outstanding. And they don't even set it up in the beginning. It happens later in the film. So, the writing is top notch. Now I love that animated intro in the beginning. It was really cool. The acting throughout was really solid. Even the supporting cast did really well. As I said before, the authenticity of showing Goa and Goans was amazing. Full marks to them. There's this one long single take monologue by one of the characters and it's outstanding. It's like, oh my god. Now the film is not hilarious, but it's fun, you know. There are few chuckles here and there, that's it. At no point I'm laughing out loud. That's not what the film is trying to do. It keeps me hooked and surprised every now and then. Now definitely the first half takes its time to settle in, and I don't mind that, and the pacing throughout is really good. Now talking about some of the criticism the film will be getting, I'm sure, is that Taapsee Pannu is just running throughout the film. The editing is so choppy, I don't understand anything. So weird film. It's a bad film and all of that. And I feel if someone is saying that, they have a total disconnect with the film. It's not working for them because the film is really good. Again, as I said before, it's not for everyone. It's about your personal taste. And maybe you're watching something like this for the first time and you enjoy it, you know. That's also possible. It's all about giving it a try. So, you know, at the end, the true victory of this film is to pay homage to the original and stand out on itself and be a genre-defining film, which it is. It's definitely one of the best films of the year. Definitely there at the top. If you have seen the original, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And would you advise me to watch it? Also, the Rocket Boys came out this weekend. Do check out my review. It was really good and I have a lot to say about it.
Through channel membership, you can support this channel and help me continue this journey ahead. And in turn, you get various perks. To know more, click on the join button. For more information, check out the community page.
So guys, that was the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, the thumbs up button, share this video in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos if you like them too. Do subscribing, and I'll see you next time.